Hello everybody of the Let's Play community, I'm the Blind Swordsman and welcome back to Let's Play Bravely Default. We're gonna take on this guy.
After all the glory I brought them, packed me up to the boondocks to patch up wounded soldiers.
If anyone deserves credit, it's you, Dr. Kata. You treat not only your wounded allies, but the wounded shield bearers who fought against you. I have to admire you for that.
You are somewhat misguided. Can you not understand that I need as many live bodies as possible for my experiments? I cannot simply use wounded allies as specimens, can I? It is far cheaper and more efficient to use captured enemies. Do you not agree?
We heard what you had to say for yourself.
What? Who goes there?
My name is Adia Lee.
Adia Lee? You can't mean you're the Grand Marshal's daughter?
We must put an end to him now!
Of course!
Yep, this is why I'm keeping all the cutscenes in, because some cutscenes are different, ladies and gentlemen. This fight's certainly not, because he basically only has like 5,000 more HP, you know, like it was before. Not gonna care. There's gonna be a bit of a difference coming up in the next time we actually the next chapter. So there are going to be differences. Stay tuned for that. I'm actually glad that this chapter wasn't that long, and they're just like, oh, we'll just kind of repeat it, because the next two chapters are actually kind of different. So, all right, we're gonna get some amazing damage off on him. Just gonna find out, and hopefully, Enigma actually does something to this guy, because that would be kind of good if he couldn't actually attack us because he was doing that. Yeah, we have a guard on it. Oh, but he can still poison me? That's so stupid. Ah, it's because it's a physical attack, it looks like. That's probably why Rampart worked on it. You know what? No. How about this? How about you die, and I, like, cure everybody and stuff, and you, like, stay away. Okay? Sound good? Because this is kind of, like, not your thing, you know? You shouldn't be attacking me like this. You're kind of a douchebag, actually, dude. How did Adia go faster? Oh. Well, he's dead. I didn't realize I'd kill him.
No, it cannot end here. I have left so many experiments undone. My toxins could kill you in seconds. Festal.
You know what? I hope he actually did die this time. He's kind of a douchebag. Anyway, let's go ahead. I'm going to heal up Adia, and this is going to be super easy. Watch, watch, watch. She's healed. Okay. Let's go ahead and get out of here, and then we're going to go ahead and take on the third crystal. I mean, holy cow, folks. We're just swimming through Chapter 3. I mean, it's so awesome. I'm actually happy about that, because I was hoping that Chapter 6 would not be as long as Chapter 5. Chapter 5 was like 11 episodes. I mean, seriously.
That was close. I made the right call drinking that concoction to fake my death. It seems the Vestal was convinced of my demise. The world is indeed full of fools. Now, it is time I left this wretched place.
So you flee again, do you?
But of course, I do what I must to survive, by any means necessary. As long as I survive, I am confident my fortunes will be reversed. After all, who but I can create weapons with the power to kill tens of thousands in one fell blow? And once I am ready, I will obliterate you all! The sword bearers and shield bearers, the Vestal, and even the Black Blades! And then, the world shall be... mine?
Not the world of the living.
I will say one thing, as much as I give Bravely Default crap for having its stupid system where it repeats everything, that scene never gets old. It's pretty great. Alright, let's go ahead and get all this done here. Let's get our next crystal, and then we'll be able to take on the other stuff in the next episode. So, I'm actually going to meet you at the Temple of Fire, because we've gone through this place twice already. I'm not going to do it again, you know. If we've gone through a dungeon twice and I've already shown off all the enemies, there's no real reason for me to show it. So, oh wait, there is actually kind of a reason, because I have this right here. What do we get here? Genji gloves. What do those do? Genji gloves are really good in Final Fantasy VI. I remember that, so I bet they'll be good here. Well, let me see here. I'm gonna see what that accessory is that we picked up, because I will give somebody that. What are the Genji gloves? What do they do? Genji gloves. Gloves passed down by an ancient warrior chain. Oh, they just put up like magic defense and physical offense. So, not really my cup of tea. We already have a whole bunch of good stuff, so I don't need to actually do that again. Okay, and so I really don't need to cut. I'm just not going to show off the encounters. However, I didn't really show off the Chapter 4 encounters last chapter, so I will show those off when the time comes. Because, you know, we still need to get that bestiary up. It's not going to be 100% as far as, like, every fight in the game, because, like, there's only... I saw this online, but there's only certain bosses you can take on with the rebuilding of that hometown. But anyway.
Look!
This crystal has also reverted.
Wait, something lurks nearby.
Another creature back from destruction.
Here they come!
Alright, now the same thing with this dude as before. He actually, well, as one of the differences that he has, he actually is one of those that actually gets a 15,000 HP bonus as opposed to the rest of them. I believe that actually happens for the last boss as well, but that remains to be seen. Alright, we'll go ahead and use Rampart. And then we're going to go ahead and use our sword magic abilities and kill him, because he only has 75,000 HP actually, so... But I'm going to go ahead and use all allies and do that, blah blah blah, because he is simply just not the hardest guy in the world. He is actually one of the easier bosses, and he was actually kind of easy when I first played him. He's just kind of like something you gotta kind of get used to, especially if you're using just simply what I did like at the beginning of the game, and I'm glad I actually had more than that for the rest of the game, but you know, the more you know, G.I. Joe. Okay, Phoenix Flight him, and he should be done in this turn, so we did a very good job on this fight. And I may actually go ahead and take on another boss fight just because I'm feeling saucy. Because I wasn't thinking about doing that, but I was thinking, you know, maybe I should, because, oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, I will probably do that, end up doing that then. So we will go ahead and do that. And a reflect ring, we got a few of those, holy...
Hurry up and awaken the crystal before we are beset by more beasts! Of course. I'm ready, Eri. I'm sure you have the hang of it, but if there's anything you'd like to go over again, just ask. Time to get started, Agnes. Are you ready?
Yes. Let us begin. Wait, may I ask you something, Agnes?
More questions?
What are the crystals? Are they really born of the Vestals?
Now's not the time for a lesson on crystal lore.
I've never heard the full story either. I'd like to know.
Let's save it for after we awaken.
The crystals are not born of the Vestals, nor are they creations of the Orthodoxy. They existed long before human civilization arose. They turn hopes and prayers into energy that builds up within them. The Vestals, then.
Yes, I know that part.
Ringabel? You have that I'm in pain look again.
If the crystals thrive by storing the prayers of the faithful, what were they before they were objects of worship?
I cannot say. The scriptures say not of such a time. Do you know, Aerie?
The crystals have always been crystals. It's simply a matter of more and more people worshipping them.
The Templars spoke on this. The crystals should be overseen by one who looks out for the good of the people, he said. Not some power-hungry cult that has rotted to its core. What exactly did he mean by that?
Huh? What's he talking about? Someone care to fill me in?
I fear I do not understand either.
No, it's... Never mind. Apologies for interrupting.
Not yet! Just a little longer! More! Keep going! Still not enough! You can do this! Stop! That's it! And after you'd come so far, a pity.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. Sorry. She lives, but I failed to protect her. No!
Can you hear me? Ring a bell!
Ring a bell!
I'm sorry. Everyone, I couldn't. Forgive me.
Feeling better, Ring a bell?
Tis, I remember everything now.
Your memory is back? That's great news!
I'm not so sure. But at least it all makes sense now.
Will you tell me?
I am Alternus Dim, the Dark Knight. I spoke before of my suspicions that we'd been transported to a parallel world. I've been seeing more and more glimpses of the past these last few days. I remember crossing swords with you, Agnes and Idia, any number of times. And I've witnessed firsthand your death at the hands of a horrible creature.
And it wasn't simply a dream?
No, A memory from a parallel world, most likely. Do you remember when we first met in Caldisla?
Yes. In the world before last.
And what did the pattern on Ares' wings look like then? It looks like the number 3 now, but in the previous world, it was a 4.
Now that you mention it, how about the world before last?
It was a 5. I recall it clearly.
It's decreasing?
In my memory of you 3 getting killed, the pattern looked like the number 6.
And that means?
In short, I'm the Dark Knight from the world before your own.
I see. The pieces are starting to fall into place.
I don't want to believe it, but I think Eri really is. She's... I could only watch it happen. I couldn't do a thing.
Ring a bell.
I have a favor to ask, Tiz. Please tell Agnes what I just revealed to you. Sometime, someplace where Eri isn't around. Will you do this for me?
All right. Of course.
Then you'll believe me?
Final temple. Listen, why don't we go speak with the sage first?
The sage? Whatever for?
Sounds like a good idea. To the sages!
What?